I honestly don't know how I'm supposed to feel right now. Knowing that the person that I have been complaining about, that I have been personally terrified of, for I don't know how many years now, has finally been caught. It's finally, quote-unquote, over. Not sure if it's over. I don't know. I don't know what this does. He's been caught. So was John Sauvé. What good does this really fucking do? It's John Sauvé all over again. That's what I'm sad about. You know, I would love for all the society's ills to be because of one person. And then that one person goes down and everything is just utopia. But that's not reality. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy that this guy got what he deserved for abusing kids online for how many fucking years. All his little accounts, and I never really officially made YouTube videos about this guy, but I've been complaining on all my other social medias about this guy. I never mention his name. I mention the activities that he does, but I never say his name publicly because he doesn't deserve that type of attention. He doesn't deserve jack shit. But at the end of the day, now that it's over, is this really going to repair all the damage? Are those kids that he hurt going to magically become better? Are they going to feel good again, feel happy, get their self-esteem back? The scars, the emotional scars, are they just going to go away? That person I was friends with for a long time, Spidey Swag or whatever his name is, he's had so many names over the years, been friends with him personally on Discord for like a long fucking time, and he killed himself. Is he gonna come back from the dead? All the guilt that he felt before he killed himself because of this guy? Is all the money that I gave to him when I was being extorted from because I wanted him to leave a certain kid alone? Sacrificing myself so that his nudes don't get leaked? Is all that money gonna come back? Are those nudes that are probably still circulating Telegram gonna just disappear? No! How can I say it's over when the damage is still here and it's never gonna go away? And I'm not even counting the amount of other bizarre crimes this guy has committed. He's the master of identity theft. Like, he's literally the real-life Moriarty. The shit that he's done. You know that Internet Archive DDoS attack that happened in 2024? All this guy. All points back to him. He was even questioned about it. Never got any consequences for that. It's amazing. You can DDoS attack a very important website. And, nothing. And he pretended to be some, radical Islamic group. Pro-Palestinian group, which doesn't even exist. It's basically, what he did was he, like, copied the mannerisms and the language used by Anonymous Sadan during their, like, DDoS attacks. He made this fake group up. Just, it was because Internet Archive had archived stuff that he personally didn't want anybody to have access to because he was selling it on Telegram. This shady fuck has been distributing random shit he stole from YouTube channels belonging to mostly kids. And because Internet Archive has copies of those videos and watch pages and channel pages, that he couldn't have that. No. He had to do something. He had to have all that money. He had to sell these videos to pedophiles. He had to do it. It had to be all him. It's bizarre. Even more bizarre stuff. The Eminem leaks of 2025. That was him impersonating a random recording studio agent or whatever they call themselves. Something strange or whatever this guy's name was. Impersonating him, stealing his identity, making him lose his job and get sued and possibly arrested for something he didn't fucking do. That people in the Eminem fandom figured out. I don't know if he's off now or they've cleared his name. But yeah. Just impersonation after impersonation. Impersonating one of the head of Heritage Foundation. Threatening the world with the Article 2030 or whatever it was, that proposed plan to get rid of all the fags and all the niggers and get rid of all the marginalized groups because they don't deserve to live according to these people. And he faked that entire thing. He took a real document or whatever and then he just put his own shit all over it. And then some furry hackers found out who was him that was doing it. Leaked his name and everything. My God, the stuff that he's done from 2022 up until 2024. He's just slowed down sometime in 2025 after the Eminem thing. I don't know why. Oh yeah, earlier this year. Oh yeah, he did do stuff this year. The YouTube hack. The artists that were getting their YouTube channels and Spotify accounts. Random shit being posted on their accounts. That was also him. He played a part in that. Part with another edgy group of people. He worked with them. Wasn't entirely him, but he still played a part in it. This guy is just... I don't know what he aims to even accomplish with any of these things. None of these things connect. I mean, the Internet Archive thing makes sense because this guy loves, like, taking random YouTube videos from channels and selling them to nefarious people depending on what the videos are, because basically anything can be fetishized. We all know that. So, whatever fetish he chooses, the videos he chooses, he can sell them to people that get off to that content and take the videos down from YouTube, mass reporting them, abusing of a tool. He had a backdoor through YouTube somehow that he's been abusing of to get rid of like thousands, millions of channels and videos since 2019. That's when he started, 2019. My channel was also in part of this thing. Yes, that was him. And YouTube is also responsible for that as well. Because I'm then pretty sure they were aware that there was some insecurity with their reporting system. It was a human. It wasn't just an AI, it was a human as well. Like I said, like I predicted, it all just came out yesterday. The guy is now locked up. The damage is still here. Even I was damaged by this guy. And I hate to admit that. I don't like to admit that I was damaged by this person. But I was. He probably has shitloads of stuff on me that he's gonna go and, because he's been stalking me all over social media for years. He has the videos I made of myself as a child. He's constantly threatened to leak them. He's another one of these people that has been constantly following me. That's my personal relationship with this guy. Extortion to get him to leave certain kids alone, and his threats to me. Which this year he also went on a random Facebook post that somebody I know tagged me in, and went in the comments section because none of the other stuff on my profile had comments enabled, so he went here, and he shared a half-naked picture of me, and a picture of the folder where he has my stuff, and he's basically threatened me to go and pay him 200 British pounds. Or he would leak everything. And I know he's not actually gonna fucking do it. He's just doing this because he gets off seeing how I would react. Hence why I never made YouTube videos about this guy, because I think that would be his biggest wet dream. This is the only YouTube video that I'm ever gonna make about this guy. And I'm not even mentioning his fucking name. All I'm mentioning is his group, ASA, Scotland. That's all I can mention. I'm not mentioning his actual fucking name. That's just something he can jerk off to. So fuck that. I bet he's getting off the fact that I'm telling the world about the shit that he was responsible for. Just makes him sound so cool and edgy. Leaking Eminem's music and hacking random YouTube musicians on YouTube musicians and DDoSing Internet Archive, pretending to be some Islamic terrorist cell. And attacking archive.is 9 months ago with this fake child sexual abuse material report. He posed as some French organization that doesn't exist. That's the newest thing, and I found that about that yesterday, and it was 9 months ago. So, like, I don't think he's done anything since then. Since then, I think the last thing he did was threaten me on Facebook. That's it. Was it really worth all of it? What was it for? Not really as chaotic as he thought it was going to be. Nobody's like, oh my god, in fear. Just ruining random people's lives and their reputation and smearing their name. And they're coming after him now, finally. Finally, now that he's locked up, all the shit that he's done throughout the years is gonna finally hit him back in the face. Finally! But that doesn't make me feel any better. For all these children that he's been harassing and stalking. And forcing to make videos for him to jerk off to. That's never gonna be fucking fixed, no matter what happens to him. Even if he's killed in prison. That's not gonna change the shit that he's done to people. I don't care about any of the shit he's personally did to me. I care about what he's did to the innocent kids online. I saw it right whenever, as soon as I met this guy, I already knew there was something off. Spidey Swag introduced me to this guy. Said he was going to help me with my archiving project that I was working on. Turned out he was just some pedophile who only collected videos of disturbing sexual acts involving children, while I was more focused on the old internet, the old YouTube content, lost media belonging to old YouTube channels that no longer exist, that weren't archived. That's what I was looking for. I would have loved to find all these old animation channels and gaming channels and all of that had barely like 100 subscribers and they're just random dudes vlogging in their bedroom. You know, I'd love to find all that shit again, and I thought maybe this guy could help. Nope. Worst mistake I've ever fucking did was believing that anybody could help me with what I want, because the only people that actually seem to give a shit about what I want are bad people. I'm the only one that has a pure purpose, and everybody else just wants to do that for, like, the worst fucking reason. They want to turn into something ugly. I'm all alone. I guess the guy operating Filmot is another example of somebody that's good. That archives stuff that I care about. The metadata, at least. I love that guy, Jopic, or whatever his actual real name is. Love that guy. Love Filmot. Me and him are probably the only people that actually genuinely care about old internet history. Everybody else has just disappeared. There used to be groups all over the place, all over Internet Archive that used to, you know, dedicate themselves to finding lost shit. Like, I mean, the whole Zipcast archive, like all the stuff that was on Zipcast, still missing. There used to be all these groups, and then they just fucking stopped. They just disappeared. And this guy, during his DDoS attack, removed shitloads of things that he thought nobody would notice once the site went up back online, but I noticed. I noticed that he removed a lot of content. A lot of Wayback Machine pages, a lot of collections, all gone. Specifically, the DatPiff archive was deeply fucked with. Thousands of mixtapes gone. This is what you get when you give a retard a computer. And you coddle them their whole life, and they never have any consequences for their actions. They never get one punch in the face. They never get any negative attention, negative feedback for the shit that they do. They bite the hand that feeds them over and over again, and then the hand continues to feed them. And he spits at you. This is what happens. You get this. A guy stalking a random 11-year-old boy he met online, hiding in his fucking bushes at his house, thinking that that's perfectly fucking okay and not creepy at all, and not worthy of him being arrested. Threatening phone calls. Threatening to leak the guy's nudes, just like he did to this another kid I know, Jacob West, another kid I know. An amazing person that didn't deserve any of this shit. Now that all these people that he's been threatening are now free. That's what I'm truly happy about. They don't have to fucking worry about him leaking those photos anymore. Nope, the feds have, like, wiped all of his devices. I hope when he gets sent back home to Scotland, he's put in fucking prison. And all of his technology is gone. And everything that he's ever got from a child is gone. So we can't weaponize it and use it against them anymore. That's what I truly hope for. That would make me happy. It doesn't solve the entire problem, but it's something. I've been dealing with faggots like this my entire life. It never changes, it never surprises me. It never shocks me. I've seen it all. I've seen people that literally murdered children spamming gore that they themselves recorded in Discord server raids. Actual child murderers. Not just gore they got from some other creeps. No, they actually recorded it themselves. And they send it in Discord server raids. This is serious. The stuff that I've fucking seen. Child rape footage. Recorded by these cocksuckers. I don't know if I can describe in any detail how that makes me feel seeing this content. How I felt when I saw it. The trauma, over and over again. Constant trauma. Constant new trauma. Over and over and fucking over again. What it has done to me. I am numb. I am completely desensitized to everything now. That's not good at all. The point that I could look at a guy getting his head blown off and not care. That's what he's done to me. That's what all of these people have done to me. That's how they affected me. Seeing those photos that he was threatening to send, that he got from these kids, saying, oh, they look happy in their photos, they fucking don't. I know that pain look on their face. I can't even cry about it anymore. I don't think there's any human being on the planet that has seen the amount of sadistic shit that I have seen since I first touched a computer. Nobody, no Gen Z out there can ever say, well, I saw two girls, one cup. I've seen a child held down and having cement poured down his throat until he dies. It forms a hard rock and he suffocates and dies in the most painful way in the inside. I've seen videos of kids skinned alive. I've seen genuine necrophiliac acts. I've seen genuine bestiality. Nobody has seen the hell that I have seen. I don't even want to live anymore. Nobody would want to live after seeing what I saw. I don't know why I keep going. Why I'm still here. There's nothing that can shock me anymore. Nothing that can scare me. If somebody had a gun to my head right now, I would just say fucking do it. And I would not hesitate. I wouldn't care. At least I'd be at peace.